Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another daily Yokai Watch 2 live stream. I know that today's is a little late, but normally we aren't. The only reason why we're late today is because I was releasing the update for my website, mountwildwood.net. I'm so incredibly excited. It's the most extensive compendium of information about Yokai Watch out there, and we're going to be having a lot of fun with it. So before the entire stream dies, I need to turn off the music because Avex is going to kill me. It's a Japanese music company, or a Japanese anime company that licenses the Yokai Watch anime. So instead, we're going to be playing World Ends With You music. Hope you guys like it. I certainly do. So, before we get started, why don't we go over our official battle team together? Let me know if the audio levels are fine. They should be. We're going to go over the official battle team. So first, we're going to start with, obviously, the first yokai on our team here. So we have Endurafed. So let's get him onto our stream layout here. And change. Last time we had Illuminact, but this time we're going for a bit more defensive approach. So we're going to be using Endurafed. And Endurafed is really good for the same reason why Matsunan is really good. And that's because his skill, which is going nowhere, gives him the chance to survive up to 2 knockout blows with 1 HP. Now the issue with that is it's not like the stand. The stand guarantees you that you will be living with 1 HP no matter what the first time that you would be knocked out. However, going nowhere, instead of guaranteeing you a single survival, instead what it does is it gives you a chance to have up to 2 survivals. So it's an interesting trade-off where, yeah, okay, maybe sometimes it won't proc at all, but other times it's just as good as the stand, and some other times it's way better than the stand because you're getting to survive 2 KO blows instead of just 1. So I certainly like it as a skill. It's very aggravating when RNG cheeses you, but you know what? There's not really much you can do about that. It's Yokai Watch, so you just gotta learn to expect and live with that kind of stuff. So of course, we trained Endurafed as being calm, and that's because he is our defensive tank here. And what the calm attitude does is it gives all of your yokai's bonus stat points to defense. So obviously, you want your tank to be maximizing on defense. Our second yokai here is going to be You Do It. So let's change him to that. For those who don't know, You Do It has a very interesting skill. He has the skill You First. And what You First does is, it commands the yokai adjacent to him, prioritizing yokai to the right, to attack in his place. So when You Do It would normally take his turn, instead a speech bubble appears above his face, above his sprite or model, and it says, You First. And the yokai adjacent to him, again, prioritizing the yokai to the right. So if You Do It is in the middle, and there's a yokai to the right that's alive, like Gargaros here, then he will command Gargaros. If Gargaros is dead, he will command Endurafed. And if he's in the corner, of course, he'll command the yokai adjacent to him that is in the front line, with that yokai being Gargaros here. So I initially had You Do It here in the middle, because I'm like, oh, Gargaros is to the right, he'll command him. But then I was like, wait, hang on a second. Endurafed is tough, Gargaros is tough. So we're going to have Gargaros be in the middle here. So You Do It is going to be another one of our yokai in the front line, and the reason for that is You Do It. Sorry, I kind of lost my thoughts here. The reason why we want You Do It to be here is because we're going with an extremely offensive build for Gargaros. We'll get into that in just a moment, but first I want to tell you guys a bit about how we're building You Do It, because there's some interesting stuff here. First, we have the cruel attitude, and that's because we want You Do It to be moving as quickly as possible. Since You Do It shouldn't be attacking himself, instead you want You Do It, no matter what context you're using him in, you want You Do It to be using as much speed as possible, because that way you're effectively giving the yokai that he's commanding more speed. Will this fit? Will this fit? Yeah, well. So, Gargaros, as you can see, he's a pretty decent speed yokai. You Do It doesn't have the best speed either, as you can see. So I was kind of hoping, oh guys, look, You Do It is going to outspeed Gargaros, but he actually won't because we haven't Yoformanced You Do It yet. Yoformance gives you 25 bonus points in a yokai selected stat. Normally you should just kind of assume that I am Yoformancing in the stat that I raised a yokai on, but I haven't raised enough, grinded enough Yoformance points to give to such a low priority as You Do It, who I don't often use. So moving on, Our third yokai in the front line, and the star of the show, of course, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail and from the title and everything else, we have Gargaros. And the reason why Gargaros is the star of the show is, well, take a look at that strength, guys. He has 332 strength. Oh my god. Oh wait, hang on. We actually do need to have you do it in the middle, and I'll explain that in a moment. But Gargaros has 332 strength. And the reason why he has such high strength is because not only did we raise him as rough, as you will see in just a moment, but we also gave him 25 strength performance points, of course, and also, we gave Gargaros the Cursed Blade. What the Cursed Blade does is it lowers speed by 40, which isn't a huge loss since, you know, it's Gargaros. Or sorry, it lowers defenses 40, which isn't a huge loss because it's Gargaros. And Gargaros has a super high natural defense stat. So lowering his defense isn't going to be too big of a deal, especially because Gargaros shouldn't be getting hit anyway. And that's because Endurofant is our tank. In case you didn't notice, we had the Stinging Soul on Endurofant. I forgot to mention that. I figured, hey, that's probably kind of implied since I was saying he's the tank. But for those of you who don't know, the Stinging Soul is a held item for yokai that forces all enemy yokai to be attacking it as long as that yokai is in the front line. So Endurofant is always going to be the yokai that's getting attacked. You do it and Gargaros are not going to be taking any blows as long as he's around. And we sure hope that he's going to be around for a while. So Gargaros, maximizing strength here, 332 strength, 112 damage clobber. And the skill Guard Break is the ever important part of the entire build for Gargaros. Why exactly are we using Gargaros when Clobber only deals 110? I mean, we could be using Headbuster, which deals 185 base damage. Or we could be using Practice Punch, which has 135 base damage. Or Tail Slap, which has 150 base damage. But no one with Tail Slap really has high strength. However, Clobber is outweighed by the fact that Gargaros has Guard Break. Tanks are ever present in the meta, with one of the most prevalent tanks being Walden and Impasse. And those two yokai have the skill Blocker, which means that they're always going to be guarding and taking 50% damage from attacks. And Guard Break, as you can tell from the skill description, which is oddly good for Yokai Watch, it ignores the foe's guard when he attacks. So they aren't entirely specific, which I actually do specify on my website, but it only applies to attacks, capital A attacks rather. Not techniques, not ultimate moves, only capital A attacks are the only attacks that get the Guard Break property. So one of my friends raised his Rhinormous Soul, and he's like, why is this not working? Why is my Komasan S not breaking my enemy's guard? And I'm like, well, I have bad news for you, kiddo. It was a little sad. But I think we've covered all that we really can on Gargaros. Can't wait to see him in action. So we're going to move on to our fourth yokai here, who is Legly. Legly is a staple in so many of my teams, and you will soon see why as we come to see the yokai Legly in action. Hang on, I'm pulling it up. Here we go. We have Legly. He's awesome. As you can see, he's just a bunch of legs, and his skill is Great Legs, and that's why he's good. Legly has great legs, and that's what helps you win the game. Legly's skill is he restores 1/130th of all yokai in the front row's health every single action, and that's just insane. It's absolutely insane. He is healing passively, doesn't even have to enter battle. Every action, your yokai are healing up. Your enemies are effectively dealing less damage as long as your yokai are surviving, and that's that's pretty good. In case you didn't know, having your yokai be alive is it's recommended. That's for sure. You're probably not going to win if most of your yokai are dead. So by stacking 2 Legly in the back line here, our yokai are not going anywhere anytime soon, even if the enemy is using a Slimemander who can attack all 3 yokai in the front line at once, despite a tank being there. Now, what's interesting about this Legly that's positioned right next to Endurofant is our Legly has double anti-heart souls. So you can see Slam, double anti-heart souls. And you might ask, what's up with anti-heart soul? Why is it good? Why would I want to use this? Well, the anti-heart soul is double the effect, more than double the effect rather, of here we go, of anti-heart skill itself. So the anti-heart soul restores 1/150th of adjacent yokai's health every single action. And that's insane. You're restoring 1/25th of the adjacent yokai's health every single action with an anti-heart soul. We're stacking 2. They do actually stack. Sorry, one 1/25th with 2 anti-heart souls, which is what we're using here, because they do stack. So Endurafant is going to be healing up extremely fast because we have the double anti-heart souls. We have the double Legly coming in right here. Unfortunately, I haven't raised my Legly with any attitude yet. And the reason for that is because Legly should not be entering battle. And even if Legly does enter battle, Legly can't do much. Legly has kick and basic heal. Your best bet is to give Legly Devoted, have him try and leg up your allies and hopefully outspeed the opponent if it's really getting down to the wire to the point that Legly needs to be in the front line. It really should not get to that point. If Legly is in the front line, you have already lost, and that's why I do not suggest wasting resources on your Legly. Of course, eventually, if you want the most tip-top quality, truly optimized team, then yes, you'll want to be raising your Legly to the max, eventually. But for somebody who's just starting out, somebody who's just trying to create this team, you're always welcome to use my teams, by the way. This is why I go into so much detail. This team or any other team with Legly, Legly's a great, just slap it on there if you don't know what low-ranked yokai to use, because Legly's always going to help you out. Don't bother raising him up. Don't bother raising him up. So this Legly over here, our 5th yokai, actually has 2 special souls. As you can see, they don't really tell you what they are, but we have the Surrender Soul and the Soldier's Soul. The first soul, the Surrender Soul, neutralizes all elemental attributes. So like I said before, Slimeamander is very prevalent in the meta thanks to his ability to target all 3 yokai at once, all 3 enemy yokai. When Slimeamander uses a technique, his skill triple header allows him to attack all 3 enemy yokai with that technique at no cost to damage. Of course, there sort of is an inherent cost to damage due to the fact that triple header is only present on Slimeamander, who has a fairly weak spirit stat, but there are many ways to remedy that, including the Cursed Wand, a Dumbcap who has an in-spirit that raises spirit by 3 levels, and so many other strategies that we'll go over in later Race to the Top Rank Match live streams. But today we're more concerned with countering Slimeamander, and one of the issues with Slimeamander, or rather fighting against him, is that Drizelda is fairly prevalent on Slimeamander teams. She increases the power of water skills by, or water attribute attacks, any of them, by 20%, and it stacks. So what you do is you give a soul that makes Slimeamander have a water type, water attribute technique, Waterfall, and he's going wild with water, and that's bad news! That's bad news because we're using Gargaros. So if our Gargaros dies, well, pretty much our entire team is donezo, and I would rather not be donezo. So we're giving Legly a Surrender Soul, so that way we don't have to worry about, oh, what element are they going to be using? What Slimeamander, what Drizelda, all of that stuff, that's not good to worry about. You don't want to be having the match be decided before you even start playing, which is what will happen if you don't run a Surrender Soul to counter these types of compositions when you're running a sort of cheese strat like we are, that relies on just one yokai. So we're going to edit the label for our souls here, and we have Surrender/Soldier, because that's not how you spell soldier. I was thinking soul because we're talking about souls right now. So our second soul is the Soldier's Soul. Kind of difficult to say there. And the Soldier's Soul just makes it so your allies don't loaf. You never waste any time. We're relying on just one yokai to attack here. Sort of 2-ish. So since our Gargaros here, Saitama, as you will soon see why we named him that, is casual since he's rank S, he's going to be loafing around a lot more than we'd like him to. So the Soldier's Soul eliminates any of that RNG worry. And finally, the ever-important, ever-prevalent on so many competitive teams, Sergeant Burly. Sergeant Burly increases the strength stat of adjacent yokai. I'm not entirely sure how much he increases it by because I haven't done the calculations yet, but it's equal, as far as I can tell, it's equal to a free strength in spirit. And hey, free in spirits are always nice, and they're especially nice when the user doesn't even have to be in the front line. Sergeant Burly can be in the back line right here next to Gargaros, and he will be buffing Gargaros. Even if Sergeant Burly never actually enters battle, Gargaros's strength is always going to be buffed, no matter what. And it's not like an In-Spirit where it runs out after 5 turns. Nuh-uh. This is going to be lasting the entire game unless somehow they wobble walk us and laser Sergeant Burley from behind the back line, which, by the way, is not possible. That would be kind of broken, but it's not possible. So we're going to change properties, change the icon to Sergeant Burley or Captain Burley. See, I don't really know why they changed that, but I'm not too opposed to it because Sergeant Burley still sounds pretty cool. Here we go, slam. And you might be wondering, what is that soul that he's holding? There are quite a few different slippery souls out there, so we gotta find out what is Sergeant Burley using. And you are about to. Sergeant Burley is currently holding the Mermother Soul. Mermother Soul increases the all stats of adjacent yokai by a very high amount. So, if I'm correct, this is sort of a guess, projection, call it whatever you wish, but I think it's equal to a second stage all-up buff, which is incredible, because that buff is also passive. It's also passive, just like Sergeant Burley's Gimme 20. So we have this passive strength buff, plus this passive all-stat buff, plus this passive all-stat buff, because I forgot to mention, hey, you do it as that as well, and all of a sudden, oh, this isn't such a bad team, because in case you can't tell, what this strategy is it's buffing Gargaros to the max, taking advantage of his guard break to kill any and all yokai that stand in his way in a single attack, and not only that, but he can do 2 attacks per turn thanks to you do it. So I think this is, it's an interesting team. It's maybe not the absolute best ever, but as you will see, there are some very fun, very wacky matches that we're about to have where the enemy just gets completely and entirely cheesed. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, that nice detailed rundown of our team while we set up the stream layout there. If you guys are interested in doing that at the beginning of every other stream, then let me know, and I will certainly schedule to do that with the stream layout created beforehand. Sorry, I was in a rush today. But if you like the detailed team walkthrough, I guess, team strategy walkthrough, then let me know, and if not, I'll just do them as individual videos outside of the live streams. I won't waste time, but I figure, hey, you guys would like to see what's actually going on with our teams before we use them. And of course, like I said before, you guys are always welcome to take inspiration from or even outright copy me. So we're going to connect to the internet here. Or, you know. Or we won't. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. That's unfortunate. Thanks for the warning, Nintendo. I appreciate it. So, thinking quick on my feet here, what we're going to do instead is I could use some performance points. Don't leave, everybody, because we're going to be testing this team out regardless. We're going to be going to the Springdale Sports Center, Springdale Sports Club, and we're going to be testing this game out. We're going to be testing it, not this game, we're going to be testing this team out, sorry, against the AI, I guess. So we're going to go to Springdale Sports Club, grind up some performance points to be used on other future teams, future yokai that we want to use. Maybe likely. Maybe we'll buff likely. Yeah, B-Man, I agree, that's some really unfortunate timing. But now I have a chance to, say hi to people. Hey, Galdever, sponsor Christina, sponsor Angry, B-Man, Turtle Boss, great to see all of you guys. Paolo, Swaggy Young, Kevin, Lucky Lucas, Get Hacked, MVK, sponsor Angrio, so many awesome people here. Great to see you. So, hey. Let's do Boss Rush. I want to kill all the bosses. Because you get cool rewards for being the bosses for the first time. Is it every time, or is it just the first time? I think it's just the first time. So, actually, I think we gotta set up our team, outside of that. So, let's save our team here. Save. No, your official battle slots are separate from your single-player campaign slots, aren't they? Mike sounds a little bit off, says Sharks. Interesting. What's your favorite Yokai Watch 1 boss? Asks Death Madness. I'd have to say Dr. Madaman. I think that he has an awesome design, awesome backstory, and he really showcases the targeting mechanics very well. He makes really good use of them. I feel like that's what Yokai Watch 2 is mainly lacking. The bosses were cool, but they weren't creative in terms of using the pin in really cool contexts like Yokai Watch 1 did. I felt like they played it too safe in many situations. Psychic Specters bosses make really cool use of the pin, though, so props to them for noticing and fixing that. So we're going to go Gargaros, Legly. Got our second Legly here. Are you going to stream tomorrow, Nintendo Madness? Yes! As you can see at the upper right, subscribe for daily Yokai Watch 2 streams. Now, I don't know what your definition of daily is, but my definition of daily is every day, so we'll certainly be streaming tomorrow. Best yokai in the game, asks Samuel Matthews. It's too hard to say. You can't just say, oh, this yokai is better than every other, because every yokai has a pretty harsh counter. But Shogunyan is a very solid all-around yokai. Most people will tell you he's one of the best. Gargaros and Orkanos are absolutely incredible. If I had to pick just like overall best yokai, I'd say Orkanos. But it's really difficult to say, honestly. So we're going to take You Do It here. Welcome, Stephen Lee. It's great to see you. He says, how's your day, Leafy? Very hard day, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Have fun, says Unknown. Yes, I will try. I'll try. I would have liked to play online. We'd be having more fun that way. Our last yokai is our tank, Endurafant. And that should do it for our team. Yeah, that's what we're using in the official battles as well. Welcome, moderators. Eddie says, great OST choice, Leafy. Thank you. It's just a playlist of World Ends With You music. So we're going to do Boss Rush. Start off with Gutsy Bones and just go through some of them. Hopefully you'll see just how much damage Gargaros can deal. Unknown, I'm doing great today. How are you? It's great to see you. Mel asks, sum up Yokai Watch in 3 words. I'd probably say Persona for kids. Is what I'd say. I'm excited to see this. Look at that. So I originally had it so that there are 2 Sergeant Burleys surrounding Gargaros, but then I realized, well, you'll technically be dealing way more damage if you double up on the Gargaros strike, so that's what we're going to do instead. Easy. Easy. Sponsor Silent says Persona for kids. Yep, that's probably how I'd sum up Yokai Watch in 3 words. Oh, what did we earn? A medium X-Form, guys. How exciting. I hope you guys are proud of me. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from Gutsy Bones, but whatever. You're way more skilled than I thought you'd be. Wow, thanks for the backhanded compliment. I've never beaten the Irate 8, says Kendall. I've never tried. It's just never something that kind of crossed into my Yokai Watch 2 play. But I definitely want 100% Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters. Like, completely and totally 100%. Sponsor Christina said you should stream on Twitch. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not gonna happen. Off topic, but did you see the new Splatfest theme as Get Hacked? Yes, I did. I did. It looks awesome. Well, no, not America's. I don't like America's. Coughing versus sneezing, that's gross. But I want to fight for Team Front Roll. Sponsor Siren thinks that it's pronounced EXP Orb, but that's really awkward to me, so I pronounce it X-Orb. Bossafils asks Leafy, wouldn't 2 Gargaros be better? Bossafils, wouldn't watching the stream be better? I just explained why it's not. I took 15 minutes to explain that. But if you want a non-sarcastic answer, by using 2 Gargaros, then the second Gargaros wouldn't be surrounded by any buffs. He wouldn't be a one-hit kill Gargaros, he'd be Gargaros. I mean... Also, there's the fact that you can't use 2 Gargaros. You can only use 1 Oni on your team. Oh, thank you for the distinction, Obi-Wan. He is reporting back. Obi-Wan Kenobi is reporting back about the Final Fantasy base building game. He says it's not a Clash of Clans clone like everybody thought. It's actually a Game of War clone. Even the ads are the same. Really, even the ads are the same. Wow. I can't say that I'm surprised, but I'm certainly a little disappointed. Spots Regular says, I swear, if people choose back row because of Marina, I'll actually die. Oh god, yeah. If you don't choose team front row, you're a menace to society. Yes, Steve and I agree. I wish that we got a Japanese dub and English sub option for the Yokai Watch anime officially. I support Yokai Watch officially as much as I can, obviously, but I do love watching the Japanese sub. Sponsor Siren says front row versus back row. I would love that. Let's go. It would be like the mascots would be Shogunyan and Legly. Shogunyan would be front line and then Legly would be back line. That would be awesome. You can copy your team sneezing as Sponsor Angrio. I'm going team sneezing. Coughing is really gross to me. It just feels disgusting. Sneezing feels good. Like it's satisfying to sneeze. But when you cough, you have that like... You have that really mucusy cough. Ew, that's really gross. When you're sick. Foster Christina says my mic is too close. Interesting. Okay. So I just backed my mic up. Normally when I have mic problems, it's because it's too far away. And someone said that I was having mic problems, so I scooched it closer. Are you streaming Splatfest as Death Madness? Maybe. Depends on what's going on next weekend. Maybe. Probably Friday. Stamina Alpha, not bad. Awesome. Shiny Vaporeon says, hey Levy, I bet Pandal could take down Kabuking. Alright guys, we're gonna do it. 6 Pandal versus Kabuking. Alright? That's what we gotta do. Let's go, Boss Rush, Slimeamander. Mic sounds fuzzy, like a phone mic. Interesting. Is my mic dying? Do I just, like, flat out need a new one? I don't know why it would be sounding like that. That's really weird. Let me check my properties, and... Okay. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check it out after this. I didn't change the setting on anything. I can try lowering my gain. Is this better? Or is this worse? Nick Plays asks, how do you feel about Angry How in Ultra Sun and Moon? I don't really know what that means. Are you talking about like how he's like super psyched up in all of the official artwork with him? Or is he actually angry? If you're just talking about like the meme, ooh, how is angry, I think it's kind of cute. Super Wolf Puppy says, these bosses don't even look like a challenge to your team. Yeah, we're just grinding them out. And that's because these are early game bosses that aren't scaled up. So it's just like, oh, okay. It's better, but now I'm too quiet, says Proxens. Okay. My mic's closer to me now. Are we good? How do I get you to it? Asks Hovering Young Gaming. Click the link in the description. I updated my website. It is the most complete compendium of Yokai Watch 2 information in the entire world, in any language, in any medium. So you will find that you get you to it in the abandoned mansion in the present in Blossom Heights. Is where you find him. His favorite food is I should know this, but I did you do it so long ago. I almost want to say it's rice balls, but it probably isn't. Odin? Curry? I'm not sure, actually. Re-getaway plush. Not bad, actually. Is the Splatfest theme of coughing versus sneezing real? Asks Kevin Bow. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell. Sponsor Siren says rice balls versus onigiri. We need Splatfest localization versus translation. Or it would be like, the localization would be like a blank shirt, and the translation shirt would be a Japanese character. You do it like sushi, says Swaggan. Ah, sushi. I knew it was one of like the more Japanese-y foods, but I couldn't remember which. YouTuber versus Tri-Slosher. I mean, that wouldn't be fair to this Tri-Slosher team. That would not be fair at all. How's it going, Muglignon G? Love the name. It's great to see you, and it's great to have you at the stream. Thanks for coming. Nintendo Madness says, Splatfest, yo. Splatfests are pretty hype. I always enjoy them. I'm glad that we're getting two years of Splatfests. Pretty awesome. Target his face, of course. Or don't, whatever. Okay, sure. Yeah. Don't do what I tell you to. Tempura versus Sushi. Ooh, that would be an awesome Splatfest if they did that. For those who don't know, those are the two main Yokai Watch 3 versions. I would love that. And then there's Skiaki. Welcome, APureX. Thanks for the sub. For those who are watching and haven't subbed yet, we have daily Yokai Watch 2 live streams. Normally it's competitive online play, but the online servers are down right now. Nothing we can really do about that, so we're grinding out boss rushes to see what rewards we can get. But yeah, come back tomorrow for, and come back any day after that for awesome competitive Yokai Watch 2 coverage. Super fun. You can see I give lots of details about the competitive teams that I'm using at the bottom of my layout. You're more than welcome to take inspiration from or even outright copy them. That's why the information's there for you. Ooh, sponsor Jasmine is about to get Master Odin. He took me so long to get. Welcome, Hero Duper. Thanks for the sub, and sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Dupre? But yeah, Jasmine, Master Odin took me such a long time to get. Just because I couldn't get the RNG to work. You have to keep on sleeping and keep on checking, and it was just not working. It kept raining every time that I slept, and then I wouldn't find the Odin stand with Odin stall with Master Odin on it, and oof, it was a disaster. But I finally got him. It took me like all day, but I got him. Welcome, Knuckles Echidna. Thanks for the sub. Hope you enjoy our daily Yokai Watch 2 streams. Nintendo Madness, I like the way you think. He says Octolings versus Inklings, and Pearl gets Team Octolings because she's the better of the two. Exactly. We gel. Welcome, Go to Bed Games. Thanks for the sub. Joker, I don't think we can do that today. You seem a little tired. Look at that. I love the damage. Do you like Pugsleafy? Asks Luigi's Nair. Welcome back, Luigi's Nair. I like... My favorite dogs are Huskies, Corgis, and Malamutes. Those are my 3 favorite dogs. Yeah, sponsor Angry, I agree. Bony Spirits versus Fleshy Souls Splatfest would have been awesome to have, but Splatoon wasn't really going on back then. Well, Splatoon stopped going on back then, rather. Starting Vaporeon asks, Leafy, do you like German Shepherds? Yes, they're adorable. Cool, a rare fish, thanks. I hope that that counts as catching it. What about Professor? Asked Daniel. What about him? He's okay, he's decent. I really like biochemistry, his skill. It's a surrender soul as a skill. It neutralizes all elemental attributes, and it doesn't impact Professor himself, of course, because he uses Reaper, which is Drain attribute. And Drain attribute doesn't really count as being an attribute. As far as I know, no yokai is weak to Drain. Ooh, Death Bandit says it might get Psychic Specters this weekend, so I hope I'll be able to get the exclusives to run tests on them. I'm 1/4 done with the Dark Huey test. What kind of test? That sounds interesting. Oh, that's adorable. Sponsor Siren Steel says, we have a husky who likes to run into the walls for no reason. Oh, other than that, she acts pretty normal. I demand that you send pictures of her to me on Twitter or on Discord. I love huskies so much. Team Busters versus Team Blasters. Are you gonna have Yokai game for the Switch? Asked Muglignon. Yes, we will, absolutely. Level 5 is currently developing their first major Switch release, Inazuma 11 Aries, and if they're bringing Inazuma 11 to the Switch, they're bringing Yokai Watch to the Switch, without a doubt. There is zero doubt about it. How do you get Gamonmouth? Asks Smurf. You fuse Tuffant and Fidgephant. Check out my website, mountwildwood.net. Link is in the description. I coded it from scratch. It's the most complete compendium of Yokai Watch information, English or otherwise. I worked really hard on it, so don't ask basic questions about Yokai Watch, please. My website answers them. Stuff like favorite food, or the damage that an attack deals, or where to find a yokai, that's what basic stuff is. Everything else is welcome. Ooh, Mel says I got to play Psychic Specters today for a little while. My friend took his 3DS to college today. I had no idea what I was doing, but it's pretty fun. It is pretty fun. In case you're interested in Yokai Watch, it's pretty easy to find bony spirits and fleshy souls on sale for $20. So if you don't have the cash for Psychic Specters, but you still want to join in the fun, feel free to get it, and you can still play along with us. Who's up next here? Go Wheel. Sorry, I haven't done some of the side quests yet. Welcome Smurf PJ, thanks for the sub. We've got daily Yokai Watch 2 live streams. Normally it's me playing with viewers and me playing online ranked battles, but the servers are down, so we can't do that right now, sorry. I'll have to edit the title. Is Psychic Specters the preferred version as sponsor Siren Steel? I might get it when I get paid in a few days. Yes, Psychic Specters is the preferred version. It is it's the Emerald of Yokai Watch 2's Ruby and Sapphire, if that makes sense. It has expanded story content, more yokai to find. It has so much expanded story, you gotta get it. It's so good. Welcome Trina Allen, thanks for the sub. I haven't even completed all of the story content in Psychic Specters, and there's already just so much. Oh my god, it's awesome. Oh, congratulations, David Martin. He said, I got demoted yesterday in Fleshy and today in Bony. Leafy 1 is your Raising the Perfect Yokai video. Now, I know I said I promised it today, but I was rolling out Mount Wildwood. I forgot that I was going to do that. So the video will be coming tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy it. Probably tomorrow night, not before our stream tomorrow. Tramp says, I don't have Psychic Specters yet. I have to wait for my mom's permission. Well, that's okay. Once you get her permission, you're going to have lots of fun. By the way, just a reminder, this product is provided by Nintendo, as you can see in the corner of the screen. Thank you guys so much for that. You guys are the best, as is level 5. McCracken, alright. Let's see what kind of reward McCracken gives. It better be good. Owl says say something. How's it going, Owl? It's great to see you again. Ooh, welcome back, Bookable. Bookable Girl says, I finally got all 5 of the Wicked Executive Yokai today. Awesome. Unkeen, Untidy, Unkind, Unfairy, and Unpleasant are the Wicked Executives, for those who don't know. You get them in a post-game quest. They're super fun to get. Really cool story. All sorts of awesome stuff going on. Saber Ice says, I got all Yokai and Psychic Specters. Congratulations, dude. You seem really excited. Sherry says on Nintendo's website, it says the server should have been fixed 2 hours ago. What the heck is going on? Smurf PJS, what's the website called about the entire medallion? It's mountwildwood.net. The link is in the description. I coded it from scratch all by myself, so it's all made by me. So that's how you know it's good. It's made by 101 Leafy. Have you played Yokai Watch Sangokshi? It's Sangokshi, not Sangoshi. Stephen Lee. If so, how was it? I haven't played it, but I will be playing it eventually. Alright, should be going down soon. Awesome. And now, Squisker. Well, that's the Infinite Inferno form. Nintendo Madness asks, King Leafy, Leafy Dio. Splatfest Pokemon Ultra Sun versus Ultra Moon. Ultra Sun. Because it has better clothing colors. What only Gengar says, dang, that Gargaros' name, though. It would make more sense if we were playing, proper official battles. I guess we could do a tournament bout to show you guys what it's about. So let's do an actual tournament bout. I was going to do that originally, but then I got caught up in the boss battles. Let's do knockout bouts, gold bout. Or no, let's just do platinum, so we can drop out immediately. My record is 101 wins in platinum bout, by the way. And the only reason why I lost at 101 is because I got bored. I could go to 999. Maybe I will one day. Sponsor Angrio, I don't have any Fleshy and Bony exclusives, sorry. Welcome, Elia Flowers! Thanks for subbing for daily Yokai Watch 2 streams. I hope you can play with us tomorrow. David asks, would this team also be good with Gargaros? No, Gargaros doesn't have anything required. He doesn't have the strength, he doesn't have the skill. This team would not work with Gargaros at all. Alright, watch. Just watch. So let's go for the Inspirited Venoct here. Ooh, interesting. Maybe we do need the second Sergeant Burley. Because I definitely would have been able to one-shot him otherwise. Yeah, maybe we do need the second Sergeant Burley. Interesting. It's a good thing we didn't take this online then. I was literally, I tried doing it with 2 Sergeant Burley for those who missed the beginning of the stream. And then just today I decided, hey, why don't we try you do it instead so you get double Gargaros. But this way we aren't one-shotting people, so it's the same effect. You're wasting 2 attacks on 1 person, so you might as well be able to one-shot people. Okay. Welcome, Leafeon fam. It's great to see you. How's it going, Golden Foxy? Thank you for coming. Welcome back. This is weird without the music, says B-Man. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's copyrighted, so you know. A lot of people asking about the QB orbs. I don't make basic stuff like that. I like to do more in-depth stuff that's that goes a bit more deeper into the game outside of, hey, look, I played the game. This is me playing the game. So tomorrow you can look forward to an in-depth guide on how to raise the perfect yokai that tells you every single thing that you need to know about raising a yokai that's gonna help you win, basically. It'll be nice and streamlined. You guys are gonna love it. I'm really excited for it. So let's get Burley in there. Is Gargaros good compared to the other Oni at Smooglingyan? Gargaros does not count as an Oni in the game. The game only lets you use 1 Oni, Gargaros, Orkanos, or Ogreless. But Gargaros does not count as an Oni, so you can't really compare him to them. He's very good, for sure. But he's certainly not as good as them, because he's not meant to be. Where is You Do It? Yokai Watch does not have the best user interface. For sure. That's my main complaint about it. Apparently they don't fix it in Yokai Watch 3, so that's a little upsetting. I mean, I'll live with it. But, as you can see, this isn't exactly great. Seriously, I have to hunt for our You Do It here? Where is he? No, that's Elder Bloom with another Slippery Soul. Wonder Neon, Shadow Venoct Soul, okay, so we're gonna do it the other way. We're gonna do it the hard way. Yeah, I do, Gengar, yes. Don't you feel bad about Ogreless, the rejected Oni for most people? Yeah, he's the lost middle child. I like him. I like spellcasters as, like, conceptually, design-wise, but they just aren't good in Yokai Watch 2 most of the time. I'm gonna try and make a team built around Ogreless, but we'll see. So Burley getting that Mermother Soul. This is our Yokai 2. Sergeant Burley. So we are now replacing our You Do It with Sergeant Burley. So we're gonna update our layout to reflect that. So Sergeant Burley is actually raised as tough, is how I like to raise him. A lot of people like to be like, oh, your Burley should be devoted. No, I don't like that very much. I guess it would make sense here, since we want to buff Gargaros. So I guess we could change him to be devoted here. Let's actually do that. Here we go. Nice. Normally I don't like devoted Burly, but just in this cheese strat, I actually think I might. We're gonna go devoted Burly. So now Burly's always gonna be buffing our Gargaros, and that way Gargaros can absolutely one-shot people now. Sponsor Angrio, you are more than welcome. Says again, just want to thank you for getting me into playing Yokai Watch. I am loving Psychic Specters so much. I'm so glad that you're loving it, Angrio. That makes me so happy. Alright, so let's do, ooh, the Kraken again, okay. Oh, his two forms are separate? That's kind of silly. How's it going, Shadow Mason? Thanks for coming. Welcome, Danny. Welcome, MVK, G-Money. Otohime is best waifu, says Kendall. No, absolutely not. Yama Okami is. That wasn't supposed to happen. Nice. Feel the bird. All stats way up. Nice. 352 damage. That's what I like to see. So let's try another gold bout round, and then we'll be done. Oh, jeez. If Burly dies, then he can't buff me. Oh yeah, I forgot that the boss rushes like take into account your yokai's true level. That's annoying. Oh god, the yokai's terrifying, says he's sonorific. Just a little. One and only Gengar says, honestly, Leafy, if I had the choice to choose between Yokai Watch Blasters, the full game, and Yokai Watch 3, I'd choose Blasters. How about you? Yeah, I'd choose Blasters just because it's, well, no, I'd choose Blasters if we got to change the name to Busters. Is what I'd do. But if it would have to be called Blasters, then I don't know if I'd choose it. I'd choose Yokai Watch 3. Kendall says, Leafy, don't mention Yama Okami to Proc since he spent all week trying to get her, and he failed. Okay, this is not the best boss to test this out on. This is not gonna work out. You need area of effect damage in order to kill this guy. You need to spam like Bonito Blade. Ton says, I feel like I'm invisible. I've responded to you multiple times, Ton. Who remembers Ultimate canceling? Asked Bob. Me, I guess? It's a game mechanic, that's for sure. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh, what the heck? Oh, so in the knockout battles, is it using my official battle team? How's your entire day going? Asked Matthew. Oh, it's going decent. Having fun streaming. Just wish that the servers weren't down when I decided to stream. I pushed out the update to my comprehensive Yokai Watch website, so check the link in the description for that. It has every single bit of information that you could ever want about Yokai Watch 1, Yokai Watch 2, such as where to find yokai, what their favorite foods are, everything. I coded it myself from scratch. I worked super hard on it, and I'm really proud of it. So I hope that you guys check it out. Knockout bout, resume. Yes, okay. We should be one-shotting people now, because I was on ranked last night when I was testing this out. Sponsor Proxen says, one day I will get Yama Okami. One day. How's it going, Diamond? It's great to see you. Alright. We should be getting the one-shots now. Let's go. Okay, sure. Alright. We get the buffin. Come on, let's go. Matthew Guerrero asks, Leafy, next time you stream, mind if we have a battle? I don't mind as long as I am doing battles with viewers. What really annoys me, nice, there you go, one shot. What really annoys me is when I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing a money grinding stream. And while I'm grinding money, people are like, why aren't you battling and trading with me? And I'm like, well, first of all, you can't connect online in a dungeon. And second of all, that's not what I want to be doing right now. Super Gremlin asks, do you think any of the Wicked Yokai are viable competitively? Yes, I do, absolutely. Unkeen, Untidy, Unpleasant are all viable competitively for sure. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about here. Luigi's there says, Leafy, I'm still there. That's good to hear. I'm glad to know you aren't Luigi's fair. Do you have a PS4 Diamond? I do. I got it back when it came out because I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 would come out that year. How naive I was. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is the action that you guys were promised. So with that beautiful display in which every single yokai was killed in a single hit by our Gargaros, we are going to end the stream off a bit early today. It's late at night, the servers are down, so we can't do too much interesting. But I hope that you guys enjoyed that wonderful, wonderful look at our one-shot Gargaros team, which we will be showcasing on our live stream tomorrow, where we'll be playing ranked official battles. So we're gonna have a lot of fun there. I hope that you guys will join me. Make sure to subscribe for daily, consistently daily Yokai Watch 2 live streams where I battle and trade with you guys, and online with ranked official battles where rank Yokai Professor. Not gonna stop until we get to rank Yokai God. So see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. Join me then. Follow me on Twitter. Join our Discord. All that good stuff. Links in the description. Check them out. See you guys tomorrow.